لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على الهادي أمنا محمد المكين وعلى آله وصحبه ذوي الرضوان والتمكين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, dear distinguished guests, dear sheikhs, leaders of other Islamic communities present in this audience, we are thankful to God to have the opportunity to talk with you today for the occasion of the launch of the preparation of the 2014 edition of the Magal de Touba. And this is a strong signal of the strength of the Muslim community in the Scandinavian countries, but also of the openness, the tolerance, and the spirit of cooperation of the Danish authorities and population. I want to first of all, briefly in this speech, explain who is Sheikh Ahmad Bamba, the founder of the Islamic Murid community, and also what is the meaning of the Magal de Touba for the people in Senegal, but also for the world community. And finally, what are the core Islamic values we believe our Sheikh had enthused in his people, which values of peace. This is in dire need of to meet the challenges posed by religion, radicalism, and violence propagation across the world. Sheikh Ahmad Bamba, commonly known as Khadim Rasul, was a mujaddid, a Sufi leader who founded the Murid movement. In Arabic, he is known as Ahmad bin Muhammad Habibullah, the servant of the Prophet. In the Wolof language, he is called Serigne Touba, Holy Man of Touba. Sheikh Ahmad Bamba was born in 1853 in the village of Baké in the Baol region of Senegal. The Sheikh's father, Muhammad Baké, namely Mamor Antasali, was an eminent jurisconsult who taught the Quran and the religious sciences. His mother, Mariama Bousso, thanks to her loyalty, her virtue, and her piety, had the privilege to answer in the name of Jariyatullah, neighbor of God. Sheikh was a Muslim visionary, a spiritual leader who dedicated his life to reviving the authentic teachings of Islam through the Quran and Sunnah in theory and practice. The parents of the Sheikh had discovered very early in him an innate perfection that resulted in attitudes and habits of piety, of good moral conduct, of devotion, of solitude, and a behavior that is strength to fulfill religious obligations. Sheikh Ahmad Bamba's teachings emphasized the virtues of pacifism and the importance of hard work. He taught his followers that salvation comes through submission to Allah and hard work. The life of the Sheikh is a testimony of the revival of Islam, the religion of peace. By the end of the 19th century, wars between neighboring kingdoms and the French military operations to control the territory had annihilated most social values and destroyed the traditional social organizations of Senegal. This period coincided with the birth of the Muridia. Muridism started in 1883, 1 year after the end of the military resistance in Senegal, and 2 years before the conference, where Africa was divided like a piece of cake by the European powers at that time. Senegal officially became a French colony. At the end of the armed resistance, the French decided to reorganize the society to fit their programs in order to better exploit the potentialities of the new colony. Britain appeared as a new force against French imperialism as it aimed to restore and reorganize the society on Islamic values. More than a religious phenomenon, Mouradia is a social revolution and uprising against the French colonizer and a cultural project that aimed at challenging the French colonial system through its policies of assimilation. In that context, Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba, like numerous religious leaders, decided to oppose the Western social and political organizations proposed by the French with a new weapon called Islam. In fact, since the military confrontations that resisted the enterprise failed, Islam became the next form of resistance against the oppressor in Senegal. A charismatic personality, Cheikh Ahmadou Bamba aided in the mass conversion of many people from different ethnic groups, from tribal paganism to Islam. As his fame spread, the French colonial government worried about the Sheikh's growing power and potential to wage war against them. With the daily increase in followers, the French colonial accused him of raising an army. But the answer was straightforward. In other words, they accused him of jihad. And he said, if you accuse me of waging a holy war, I declare you right. But I do it to please Allah, and I do it by means of knowledge and reverential fear. Ujahidu bil ulum wa bit tuqa. The Lord by excellence is my witness. Sheikh Ahmadou Bamba never felt friends because he believed in a much higher power. On September 5th, 1895, the Sheikh was brought before the private council of the French authorities, animated by such courage that only a man of God could be capable of showing. In fact, he dared spread out his mat and prayed 2 rakah, a unit of section of the Bible, before the governor, to exalt the majesty and the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you have to think about that period of time. We were in the colonization and where people had a big fear of the French colonialist. Those 2 rakahs he prayed in St. Louis, a city north of Senegal, which was the capital city of the French power, are today the object of an annual commemoration on the part of the Mouride community. Following a mock trial, the council took the decision to exile him in Gabon, a country located in Central Africa, in the rainforest, where no one could survive a day due to the bad condition of the rainforest. He left Senegal on September 20, 1895, and did not return until November 11, 1902. So he was exiled for a period of 7 years, during which the French colonizers tried whatever they could do to eliminate him. But they were not successful in their mission. And my colleague will tell you the poetry the Sheikh wrote about that, telling that after those 7 years he had forgiven to the French